Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Hisame Artwork. Let's see if I'm streaming now. So it's starting, so that's good. And I'm live. Okay, so hi everyone, welcome to my channel Hisame Artwork. Today I'm going to continue coloring the Halloween special illustration. I am using now Photoshop. I usually use Clip Studio Paint, but for this part where I want to add some texture and some grunge brushes, fortunately I wasn't able to transfer them from Photoshop to Clip Studio Paint. So until I find a way to do that, I'm just gonna keep using Photoshop despite it crashing and doing all kinds of nefarious deeds. And I want its screen, not linear dodge, because that's too harsh. And here I have one of my characters cosplaying this Halloween as Daenerys Targaryen, the breaker of chains. This is of course of a Game of Thrones character, and the action of my comic does take place 300 years from our future, but certain stories like Star Wars, Game of Thrones, I estimate will be really popular in the future, so they'll kinda become part of the Halloween traditional characters, like all the Disney princesses. I wouldn't be surprised if in 300 years Disney buys HBO. I'm gonna do this multiply. And trying to get all of those details in there. Trying to get the shading right. And now I shift it to normal, try and blend a bit so it doesn't look as harsh. have her in her iconic dress that she had in I think it was Marine. I forgot the name of the lady that did the costumes in the TV show. Some of them just looked amazing, and I like how she combined various cultural clothing to create new dresses for the characters. Yeah, add a bit of multiply. I'd say the multiply is the best blending mode for adding shadows. It preserves the color saturation very well. Oh, I don't have this one selected. Okay. And this one I'm gonna do it a little bit darker even. Gonna show the depth, curvature of her head. For those of you that are new to my channel, I am the creator behind the comics Niels Feynman's Time Traveling Adventures. The line art is done by my friend June Fender. She helps me with the line art just because it's so much work, and in order for me to put out a new page every week, since I'm not Japanese or Korean or have magic powers, I need help in order to make just one page per week. This is definitely something that you can get really exhausted very quickly, even if you're a very organized person. I see a lot of indie comic book writers that start stories and then just life gets too busy for them, and they no longer able to finish their stories, and sometimes really heartbreaking, because it's some of them have made some amazing stories that I would have really liked to see how they turn out, but alas, we're never gonna find out. The projects have been completely abandoned. So yeah, it's too bad. I'm hoping that's not gonna happen for me, that I'm going to be able to finish the stories. What I think is great about publishing online is that I can get feedback immediately. If somebody's paying attention to the story and I make a mistake, they will point it out, which is great. Typos, historical inconsistencies, stuff like that that can slip by me. Some people catch it. Mostly it's just me realizing I made a mistake and going back on it. And I publish it on Tapastic, and it's really easy for me to go back there and change a page and add stuff or subtract or correct. There are a lot of great comics on Tapastic. If you don't know it, definitely recommend you go check it out. A lot of great artists there. And most of it is free. Like there are some paid comics, but you can watch some ads, and they'll give you coin, and with coin you can buy keys to unlock pages. And all of the coin that you give to unlock a page, you are supporting financially that artist, so it's win-win. I think from all of the comic book reading systems that I've seen online, for indies, the Pastic is by far the best. It's not great, it's not ideal, but it's way better than nothing. Which is what you get from posting on YouTube or on Facebook. Maybe on YouTube you get something, but I haven't tried the donation system on YouTube. And you have to have a certain number of views before you get your content monetized on YouTube. So it's a lot more tricky than it initially seems. Okay, now, so I want to give her a bit of a glossy lip. There we go. And now hardness 100%, so I can add some little bit of gloss to it, and I want it. There we go. Now I think I have to put it on the side. And multiply. Normal. And that's the ink. I wish it would stay on the same layer, but when you undo, it goes back to the previous layer. There we go. And that's a mighty fine wig. color layer again. And I want it to be on the blue side. There we go. And I think this was kind of a metallic. I made it dark blue, and I actually should have made it yellowish, something like that. And the same for her collar. I think it had some texture to it. Not sure. It was like beaten metal, so it had some kind of granulation. Hopefully I'll be able to get all of the shading done this stream in 2 hours, but I kinda doubt it. It's just a lot of detail to get in there. For the event pages, I just always try and get in some more detail than usual. Usually I can't spend this much time on the main pages of the comic. But for the holiday pages, I just try and make an extra effort for that. So far I've put into this just me 7 hours already. Just of work, no research, no other things like that, because that also takes time. So just making the pages, it's already been 7 hours, and also June put in some hours in making the line art and all the corrections and adjustments. So my goal for now is just to get in the shading, and then other details like lighting and effects and other things like that I will put in later on. Still got 3 days until I have to publish this, so it should be enough time to finish it. And we also have the usual current pages we have to finish. Soft light. Yeah, so first of all, some lighting that is supposedly coming from the lamp above. Multiple. No, actually, I'm gonna use it as such. And get back the highlights for that. Okay, I'm gonna just select the mask area. I can't, it doesn't work like that. Okay. We'll increase the hardness just so I can get in there. Alexi, how are you? How are you doing? Can you hear me okay? How is the sound and video? Also, thank you. I'm glad you like her when I'm trying to uh do right by him. I mean I want him to be cute and scary at the same time. Delayed by fine, but fine. Oh, I'm super glad. Yeah, so I'm making him here Grim Reaper of healthcare because it's such a big issue at the moment everywhere in the world. Well, maybe not everywhere, but everywhere that I hear of. Oh, it's such a big problem, unfortunately. I've come to collect the taxes. Mwahaha. So how have you been doing? The scythe is the nightmare of many people, by the way, yeah. Yeah, it's got money on it. And credit cards. He's updated for current issues.